Oran, a 2-0 defeat here tonight. Can I just get your thoughts on the game overall?
I'm disappointed with the outcome, but probably pleased with the effort that we've put in tonight. It's been a busy couple of weeks, obviously, with a game last Wednesday, game Saturday, and a game tonight again. And I thought the players who've played tonight and come in have put in a real stern performance. And we probably didn't have the cutting edge in the first half that we would have liked, but we've created, I think, at 1-0, 3 or 4 really good chances where you could possibly really sweat it going into the last 15 minutes. So disappointing that we didn't take any of those chances because it could have left us up for a really good finish.
6 changes tonight. Do you feel that was a necessity? I know you've just mentioned the fact this weekend. I think it'll be 4 games in 11 days.
Yeah, and physically it's now impossible for players to produce the exact output that you're looking for. So it's when we have fresh legs sitting there chomping at the bit and ready to go, that's why we felt to freshen up tonight, and particularly against Celtic when they've so much of the ball. I think those fresh legs were very important because they can go and really give a big shift, and they all did that tonight. I couldn't fault anybody who was out there tonight. I thought they were, to a man, worked tremendously hard.
I think they've done their own cases, the players that have come in, no harm given the performance they put on tonight.
Yeah, and that's the key thing, because we've been quite a settled side, and I think when you give guys an opportunity tonight, it's so important that they freshen my mind to say that, hey, don't forget about me and make sure that I'm in your thoughts moving forward. And as I say, I don't think anybody's dampened their case tonight, because throughout, I thought there was a lot of really good performances.
Stephen McGinn came back in and played just over an hour. How nice was it to have him back?
Yeah, it was great, but the plan was always only an hour, and sadly when the game's in the melting pot, we've just had that chance from Dukins and everything else, and you're thinking, I'll maybe squeeze another 10 minutes out of him. But again, for what he's been through and the speed that he's come back from this injury, it's so important that we look after him as well, and I think it's that duty of care that's so important.
And results elsewhere with teams around us mean, even though we lost tonight, it's kind of as was at the weekend.
Yeah, and we have to say we have to be pleased with that outcome, because ours is definitely the toughest fixture of the night, and with that there probably could be more damage inflicted. So to have got out of it with as was, as you say, we'll be content with that.
Another big game this weekend, Hamilton. We play through there. I'd imagine we'll see another couple of changes again with the squad.
I'll pick the team. I'll rest up tonight and probably try and set our stall out for that tomorrow. So it's going to be another tough game, and last Saturday was a monster game, and this Saturday will be exactly the same. So it's so important now that we get the recovery in hand to make sure that everybody's raring to go.
Really into the business end of the season, games like Dundee, games like tonight, and then games like Hamilton, the players must you'd hope at least, that they thrive on these kind of games.
Hugely, and there's a real buzz about them, and whether it's at the top of the league or the bottom of the league, there's still serious interest in it and serious hype and buzz around the games, and they're a joy to be a part of, and the players have to be the same. So we want to feed off the energy that we got last Saturday, and it's so important that we get that same type of performance this Saturday.
Just in terms of the squad for Saturday, I know Gary McKenzie wasn't on the bench tonight. Is he okay for Saturday? Was it just a kind of precaution?
Yeah, probably just more precaution, and again, Gary's missed 10 months of football, and to try and even expect Gary to play or think about asking Gary to play 3 games in a week is impossible. He was quite stiff and sore on Monday and Tuesday. No real damage done, but with that again, you're into the protection of him. So the right thing to do is to look after Gary and make sure that he gets the right time to recover, to make sure that he's available again.
And the likes of Lee Hodgson and Kel McGuinness must be getting a wee bit closer as well.
Yeah, they're not
ready
far away. I'm not sure that Saturday will be ready for them. Lee possibly might make the bench on Saturday, but Kyle probably we're looking maybe to get a game into next week possibly, before we would have him. So it's really after the split you'd be looking for Kyle to start to be knocking on the door.
Nice to have that sort of strength as we head in towards the split.
Yeah, so important. We've 6 huge games left, and we want our best and strongest players available. So Kyle, Lee have been big players for us, and it's so important that they're ready to go.
When we went to Hamilton last time, we took over 1,500 fans. We'd expect they'll probably take a similar following, maybe even more this time. How important will they be on Saturday?
Massively important, and again, it's been a tough week tough couple of weeks for the players and the fans, no doubt the same. They travelled to St Johnstone and were unbelievable. They're brilliant here on Saturday again tonight, and again we ask another big push of them, and then we'll give them 2 weeks off. So hopefully we get a big crowd on Saturday to cheer the lads on.
Oran, thanks very much.
Cheers, Jimbo.
Cheers.